Good morning and welcome to a very windy Laurel Canyon, guys. It's so beautiful to see you all. How are you all doing today? It's a beautiful day. Doing some intermittent fasting today. If anybody wants to Google that and have a look at it, a great guy to look at is Don Tolman, intermittent fasting. It's really healthy and it's a good start to get into fasting. And ultimately, the ultimate fast is at least a couple of weeks. Some people do it for even longer. I'm hoping to do at least a 2-week fast shortly, so I'm looking forward to that. My body is ready for it now. How are you all doing anyway? It's a great day today. One of the things that I find when you've got issues within your body, as a healer, we have the energy to feel different feelings from the body. Something doesn't feel right, and we can kind of pinpoint that out because we've been working so long and we're so sensitive to like issues within the body. They're called blocks, basically. And what blocks are basically the start of any given physical issue, really, if we don't clear it and tackle the issue. And that block could be an emotional suppression of what, say, your father did, mother did, or your lover did, or whatever. It could be for instance, of a friend doing something terrible to you, or many other things, like you may have done something terrible to somebody else, and you feel bad about it. These are all energies that basically stick inside us and manifest. So as a healer, we do our best to try and clear that block away. And a lot of the times, no words are needed. We just hover over and clear that block, and all of a sudden you'll burst into tears and release it. And for some reason, forgiveness comes and you just let it go, and then you move on with your life. You don't hold on to that whether it's bitterness or sadness. You let it go and you kind of forgive it, or you forgive yourself and you let it go, because you realize your health is more important and you can't hold on to it anymore. It's too much. So this is probably why I've worked with Moldavite so long. Moldavite has a unique energy of, if I place it over a client's neck, what happens is Moldavite is a natural a detector of blocks, and it blasts an energy that helps clear those particular symptoms. But then a lot of people feel that the Moldavite has made them feel bad, or then it brings up reoccurring thoughts and they get angry, and actually Moldavite is doing you the greatest of good at that moment. And that's why I say keep it on, because soon it will pass and then you will have cleared that particular block, what needed clearing. That's why Moldavite is so fascinating to its own crystal, and as I call it, a crystal. Many of you will be saying it's not a crystal. Just calm down, guys. It's not about what you think, and the scientific point about all of this is it's a beautiful energy that heals and makes a massive difference without a healer being there to help you feel better, because ultimately a Moldavite eventually makes you feel better and connects you to your higher self. So it's a great day anyway, guys. Let's talk about something else, eh? Okay. I think it's a great day to talk about New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Let's break it down. Oh my God, I'm just thinking now a lot of you are going to start getting upset, and you know what? Why not just let me say my little piece, and without getting upset while I'm talking about it, listen to it and then sit down in silence for 15 or 20 minutes and really have a think about it before you start judging me straight away and sending messages, okay? When I was a little boy, I was really sensitive to lots of energies and feelings, and I was sensitive to people. And what that means is, a lot of you know what that means is, you almost feel like you're ready to jump out of your skin, and if you overhear somebody shouting, right, you get really worried. And this has been sensitive to all around you. And coming from a Polish and Italian background, you can imagine what used to happen when we were in Poland around a table. I mean, you know, the volume goes high, a bit like Spain. And say with Italy, they're passionate and they scream and shout, and then at the end they hug each other. And I'm like, oh my God, I went through all this pain as a little boy watching them scream and shout at each other. And then at the end they're hugging each other. And I'm going, oh, thank God for that. Well, it gives you an idea of how I used to be as a child. I was very sensitive to everything. Now, being sensitive to everything, you also see a lot of other things happening at any given moment. And one of those things I noticed as a young boy was New Year's Eve. And New Year's Eve always was a challenge for me. And you might think, oh, you should be happy. You should have been happy. I actually wasn't happy. I was always worried about New Year's Eve. And I'll tell you why. Even to this day, I'll tell you why. I found it bizarre that so many people came together, and what you would consider to be celebration, do you know what I used to see? I used to see a lot of very, very sad people pretending to be having fun, pretending that everything is okay, pretending that the new year was going to be amazing. I could see it on everybody's face. Okay, maybe a few people genuinely felt happy because they were happy already, but these were people who were almost desperate for the new year to come in because they needed a change, because their life was horrible and terrible, and I could see it behind the mask that we all wear on New Year's Eve. Okay, call me what you want now, but that's what I saw. That was my humble opinion. So as the time went on and I grew up, I used to really dread New Year's Eve because it's always the same. It always ended up the same. Everybody around was not only pretending, but they were so excited, and then when it got to New Year's Eve, when it was ended, it was like a deflated rubber dinghy. Everything just deflates. You see, guys, nothing really changes from the 31st to the 1st. It's just another day, just like Christmas. And the illusion that we give ourselves that the cycle of life says that it should be this and it should be that isn't really, in my humble opinion, anything to do with us. Yes, the cycle of the solace and the change of the fall and spring, summer, winter, all of these things, yes, that is relevant to what we eat and how Mother Nature behaves and how we behave towards Mother Nature. But when we're screaming and drinking champagne and eating grapes and pretending that there is some magical force that's going to change because of this particular day, I've got to say I really struggle with that. Really struggle. So, do I like New Year's Eve? Sometimes I wish I wasn't a healer, and sometimes I wish I wasn't so sensitive to other people. Sometimes I wish I didn't see other people's sadness and pain. But all I can tell you is when I'm out in a big crowd and I see people on New Year's Eve, I see nothing but sadness and people looking at other people thinking they're happier than me, and why am I not happy, and I have to pretend to be as happy as them. I have to be more happier than them. And I think, why can't we just be ourselves and just be happy every day? Why can't we work towards every day being New Year's Eve, being Christmas? Why do we have to feel that we need a certain day to make us feel better? That I don't understand, guys. So my message, I guess, today is I believe that every day is a beautiful day when I wake up. And I don't need to wear a mask to pretend to try and be as happy as anybody else. If I want to be miserable today, I'll be miserable. If I don't want to be laughing and joking and happy, I'll be who I am. Because, you know, sometimes in the stillness, like this morning, I went for a walk in the canyon. We never said a word to each other. We agreed not to speak. And that was the most beautiful part. And I learnt so much and grew so much, and I was laughing inside. And ultimately, guys, the truth is, Happiness is not a smile you see on a face in front of you. Happiness is a smile that is within you. And that's what we work on every day. So I say, make every day a beautiful day. Work on your happiness. But more importantly, trust in your moment where you are. Believe in yourself. Believe in who you are. Don't believe in a future that a day can change the world for you. Believe in your future that you can change your world. And then all the days become beautiful. Be the light that you are and shine bright. Don't fear being sad and don't want to be happy. Just work on yourself daily. Be honest with yourself. Be honest, because when you're honest with yourself, you're one step away of actually looking at what you need to heal from a past that may have caused you pain, to hold you in that pain. And that's why Moldavite's amazing, because it brings it out and helps you see the past that you never remembered or suppressed. And when you clear all those things away, you've nothing to be sad about. Yes, from day to day we see sadness, but when we become stronger inside, when we find our spiritual path and journey, we're able to understand life more. And that's what we work on daily. I don't work on luck. I don't work on, 2000 and whatever is going to be this for me. No, I'm going to make whatever I make, whenever I make it, how I make it, because I am working on me. I am looking at me. I am not relying on a year to change my life. I'm not relying on luck to change my life. I'm relying on my own divine, beautiful self to grow and see and feel and experience. Because that's all what life is, guys. It's just an experience, highs and lows. But we have to embrace all of those as equal. Anyway, I've gone on a little bit too much today. I want to share a message today, a little message with you all to say you're all doing fantastic. You're doing great. Keep going. I can see the light in your eyes. I can feel it through the screen. I can feel you now getting stronger. And I can see your smiles as well. I know how much you're growing. I feel it day to day. And we are growing as a family. That is what makes life wonderful. Keep shining, keep growing, and keep clearing the pain and suffering quicker than you once did. There's the secret to life. Have a great day from my heart to yours. Thank you for going to markbayeski.com and buying your Moldavites. I'm sorry we're nearly all out, but the new stock, hopefully when I finish with them, should be ready in the next couple of weeks. Get ready for some nice small chips as well, guys, that I'm working on, so it's going to be great. Okay, have a great day, guys. Thank you once again, and happy day to you all.